Daniel is now believe in himself, and the success has made him more confident, have more self-belief, have more faith in what he's capable of doing. I think he was
Boxing experts are stunned by Daniel Dubois' savage intensity in training camp. He's hitting harder, moving sharper, and training like a man possessed. The hunger in his eyes says one thing: vengeance. But on the other side, Oleksandr Usyk has entered a different level of preparation. Early footage shows the Ukrainian looking terrifyingly composed, fluid, focused, and already in peak form. While Dubois builds for war, Usyk perfects the kill. This isn't training, it's a signal. The execution is coming, and Usyk looks untouchable.
I'll fight Usyk in December and beat him. I'll reign all the belts that I should have never lost. And then I'll fight the Dubois and take that off him as well.
Tyson Fury storms into the trilogy, spitting fire, vowing to destroy Oleksandr Usyk and reclaim his crown. But behind the roar lies desperation. Twice, Usyk exposed him, outclassed, outboxed, and stripped of his aura. Fury's threats sound more like panic than power. This isn't redemption, it's a final plea. Meanwhile, Usyk remains ice-cold, calculated, and lethal. He's not coming to compete, he's coming to erase the myth of Fury once and for all. This isn't a comeback, it's Usyk's final brutal statement. Daniel Dubois storms into the spotlight like a man chasing vengeance, loud, aggressive, and spitting fire. Sitting across from a stone-faced Oleksandr Usyk, he hurls threats of domination and redemption, trying to win London with bravado alone. But here's where it cracks. Usyk doesn't flinch. His silence is colder than any jab, his stare deadlier than any word. Dubois, on the other hand, looks like a man masking nerves with noise. The truth is, talk won't stop another collapse once the bell rings.
Legend. It's going to be a bloodbath. It's going to be totally different from last time. Can't wait to put on the show and become undisputed and just do the business. This is London. This is my town, and Wembley is my stadium. I'm just ready to win.
Frank Warren fires up the hype, framing July 19th as Daniel Dubois' shot at immortality. He paints this not just as a title fight, but as a legacy war, a chance to flip the script and avenge the humiliation Usyk handed him. Warren calls it the moment Dubois can silence doubters and etch his name into British boxing history. But here's the twist: this isn't just about belts, it's redemption or ruin. Warren admits the stakes couldn't be higher. Dubois isn't just fighting Usyk, he's fighting the ghost of his own collapse. Everything changes if he delivers or crumbles again.
Is a chance for Daniel Dubois to go down in British sporting folklore and to go and do the business, reverse that result.
Simon Jordan turned up the heat, calling the Dubois vs. Usyk showdown a potential career-defining war that could shatter expectations. He acknowledged Usyk's brilliance, his elite IQ, Olympic pedigree, and unshakable composure under pressure. But Jordan didn't stop there. He shifted focus to Daniel Dubois, claiming the young heavyweight is finally unlocking his true potential. This, he insisted, won't be a routine defense for Usyk. It'll be a battlefield where every second counts. Jordan predicted chaos, intensity, and a night that might eclipse every previous Usyk bout. As Dubois rises, the energy surges. For Jordan, this fight won't just decide a champion, it could reshape the entire heavyweight hierarchy.
A mature individual because he's older and wiser, comes from a completely different background. But Daniel Dubois is growing into himself. This will be one hell of a fight. This will be a proper fight, like all of the Usyk fights have been.
Don Charles erupts with defiant confidence, insisting Daniel Dubois is no longer the raw, reckless kid who fell to Oleksandr Usyk. After 2 years of ruthless rebuilding, Charles claims Dubois is now a smarter, colder, and far more calculated threat. He paints this rematch as a storm Usyk won't survive, but here's the reality: Usyk has faced power before and dismantled it with surgical brilliance. Moreover, his ability to stay calm under fire, adjust mid-fight, and punish every mistake sets him apart. On the other hand, Charles leans on emotion and transformation, while Usyk leans on a legacy of execution. The burning question is, has Dubois evolved enough to crack the mind of a technician who thrives in the deep end, or is he charging straight into another cold, clinical masterclass? The stage is set, but the smarter man may already have the advantage, and it's not Dubois.
Usyk, in your opinion, can't cope with that?
No one can. No one can. No one can. We'll bring our game. Like I said, Daniel has now spent, by the time this fight comes around, he would have spent 2 years, exactly 2 years with this character.
However, Oleksandr Usyk didn't hesitate to acknowledge Daniel Dubois as a tough and improved contender. He credited Dubois for his recent wins over Jarrell Miller and Anthony Joshua, admitting those performances show growth and resilience. But here's the catch: Usyk still sees a clear gap. While he respects Dubois' progress, he believes experience, ring IQ, and adaptability will make the difference. For Usyk, Dubois may be better now, but not better enough. The Ukrainian champion remains confident that when they meet again, class will separate hype from reality.
A hard fighter. Daniel win, Holgovich, Miller, and Joshua. It's a great. Now, maybe Daniel better, but me better.
In another interview, Oleksandr Usyk calmly revealed that his preparations for the rematch are running like a well-oiled machine. From sparring to conditioning, every part of his training is locked in with ruthless precision. Usyk emphasized that nothing is left to chance. His body feels sharp, his reflexes are tuned, and the camp is flowing perfectly. While others talk, he works in silence. This isn't just training, it's calculated war prep. Unlike Daniel Dubois, who's shouting redemption, Usyk's message is simple. Everything is good, everything is ready, and everything is about to fall into place, just like last time.
My preparation was good. We great do my work, sparring session, condition training. Everything okay.
Eddie Hearn tries to paint a hopeful picture, but the cracks in his voice say it all. He doesn't sound convinced. While he offers Daniel Dubois a lifeline by suggesting there's a chance, his words reek of pre-fight damage control. The truth? Dubois is walking straight into a nightmare. That humiliating collapse against Joseph Parker, followed by a long layoff, hasn't sharpened him, it's dulled his edge, killed his rhythm, and exposed serious vulnerabilities. Meanwhile, Oleksandr Usyk isn't just prepared, he's thriving. Active, disciplined, and built for controlled chaos, Usyk looks unstoppable. No injuries, no distractions, no weaknesses. Dubois picked the worst possible time to step in against the most calculated destroyer in the division.
I think I'll give Dubois a shot in that fight. It's a good time. I mean, a little bit of inactivity because of the fight falling through against Joseph Parker, but you know, it's exciting, and I think definitely
Amir Khan steps in with bold support for Daniel Dubois, hailing him as a beast and insisting he's evolved since the last Usyk fight. He praises Dubois' raw power, determination, and willingness to learn from failure, traits he believes will make this rematch different. But here's the reality. Usyk isn't just another fighter, he's a surgical assassin. Khan's backing may sound inspiring, but even he knows power alone won't topple a master tactician. Usyk doesn't just win, he breaks fighters down mentally and physically. Moreover, Masatuma echoes this, warning that Dubois isn't facing a man, he's facing a puzzle few can solve. The Ukrainian champion operates on a level that exposes flaws, punishes hesitation, and neutralizes aggression with ease. While Dubois may be better, Usyk remains elite. Unless Dubois has gained elite-level precision overnight, this won't be redemption, it'll be a repeat, written even more brutally than before.
This guy is a beast, he's a good fighter, he's a hard fighter to beat. And I think he'll learn from the mistakes he made in the first fight against Usyk, and it will give him a hard fight. Look, he has the tools to win that fight.
Fabio Wardley offers a razor-sharp take on Oleksandr Usyk's mindset, warning that his calm exterior is more terrifying than any trash talk. He points out that while some fighters explode with emotion, flip tables, and scream for attention, Usyk doesn't need the theatrics. His weapon is silence, calculated, cold, and controlled. Wardley highlights that this mental stillness is exactly what makes Usyk lethal. He never panics, never strays from his strategy. While Daniel Dubois might bring fire, Usyk brings ice, and that composure under pressure could be the difference. The truth is, Usyk doesn't just fight with fists, he fights with his mind. Wardley makes it clear the mental war is already underway, and Usyk's winning. While others unravel in chaos, Usyk sharpens his focus. Against a man who thrives in the storm, Dubois will need more than power, he'll need mental steel. And right now, that belongs to Usyk.
Especially in Usyk press conference, he's not going to start flipping tables and kicking off and this, that, and the other. He's going to play a few little games and mind games and that. But aside from that, pretty chill and relaxed.
Spencer Oliver dissects Daniel Dubois with sharp precision, insisting he's no longer the same man who crumbled against Oleksandr Usyk. According to Oliver, Dubois has transformed into a complete fighter, physically tougher, mentally stronger, but most importantly, armed with unshakable belief. This isn't blind confidence, it's a fighter who has grown through pain and risen with purpose. Oliver calls it a game changer. But here's the twist. Adam Smith fires back with a dose of reality, reminding everyone that belief alone doesn't conquer brilliance. Facing Usyk, a tactical genius with an ice-cold grip on chaos, requires more than heart. It demands perfection.
And he believes in himself, you know, and that's why he's talking the way that he's talking right now. He's a different proposition to the one that was boxing Oleksandr Usyk a couple of years ago. And he goes, not just physically, not just mentally, he totally believes in himself now.
Adam Smith unleashes a bold and unforgiving analysis, hailing hailing Oleksandr Usyk as the absolute pinnacle of modern boxing. He declares that no fighter of this generation comes close. Usyk's dominance at cruiserweight and flawless rise through the heavyweight ranks have set him apart. Smith underlines Usyk's back-to-back dismantling of Anthony Joshua and suggests that a clean sweep over Tyson Fury would make him untouchable in boxing history. What's more, Smith emphasizes Usyk's unmatched intelligence, adaptability, and calm destruction of elite opponents, proof that he's levels above everyone else. The division has seen punchers, giants, and hype machines, but none possess Usyk's total mastery. And as Duke McKenzie bluntly puts it, Usyk is not just building a legacy, he's rewriting history with every round. Against this backdrop, even confident challengers like Dubois look like stepping stones, not threats. The debate is over. Usyk isn't just the best today, he's one of the best ever.
Oleksandr Usyk is the best fighter in boxing, period. Of this generation, what he's done at cruiserweight, what he's done at heavyweight, what he's done to all the other British fighters, to do the double over AJ, the double over...
As the storm builds toward fight night, all eyes are locked on whether Daniel Dubois can rewrite his legacy, or if Oleksandr Usyk will once again expose the gap between belief and brilliance. Dubois comes in louder, stronger, and undeniably more confident, but Usyk remains the calm executioner, a man who dismantles chaos with precision. This isn't just a rematch, it's a psychological war, a battle between hype and history. While Dubois roars with vengeance, Usyk sharpens the blade in silence. Every round could define a legacy, and only one man will rise from the fire untouched. Will the power finally prevail, or will the technician once again prove that greatness can't be rushed, only earned? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Will it be redemption for Dubois or repeat dominance from Usyk? The moment of truth is coming, and the heavyweight division will never be the same.